Hello everyone, today I'm going to introduce Google Opal. So it is currently in this experiment view, but I think it's already a game changer. So Opal allows you to combine multiple AI agents to work together and build a powerful app without writing a single line of code. And you can use it to automatically generate slides, document, images, and also videos. So this is an app that I created. So I want the app to create slides for my data science class. So let's give it a try. And here I'm telling the app that I want to teach how to store tweets in graph database. So I hit send. So after about 3 minutes, and I have this web page that talking about storing and analyzing tweets in the graph. So it shows me those images that are created and also the outline of that slides. And so if you want to access the slides that are created, I can click this URL and we can see that we have these slides that just being published. So if I open it, we have this ready to use slides. So where we have the texts, we have titles, we also have those AI generated images. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into exactly how we built this. We will start with a basic example to explore the different features, and then I will walk you step by step through this app that I designed. All right, so let's see how we can build a very simple app. So let's start with a new app. And now we're in this editing environment. So you can essentially just describe what you want as a single prompt, and AI will build this app for you. Or you can just build this app manually. So let's build this manually so that you can have a better understanding that what the Opal can do. So we start normally with an user input. Of course, you can have multiple user input to gather different pieces of information. In this simple app, let's just gather one specific information that is provide your location or zip code. Okay. So this app will gather the user location and also display the weather for the user. And once we have the user input, we normally go to our second step, which is generate. So let's bring the generate step and just connect those two steps together, where the output will be the input of this generate step. We can, of course, build multiple steps. So for example, the output of the first step will be the input of the second step, and can even build more complicated working flows. So here, let's say we have two generate steps. And the first generate step, we're going to gather the weather information. So here you can see we have different models. You can use agent, which is the most powerful model and also most expensive one. Or you can use Gemini, Flash, or Pro that are designed to generate texts. You can use Nano Banana or Nano Banana Pro to generate images. You can also create speech, videos, or music. So let's say we're going to using the Gemini 3 Flash. And here we're going to see that gather weather information based on the user input. We can also give this step different tools. So if I click this toolbox, you can see here we have the get weather function. We can also search the web, collect information from websites, search maps, run some Python code. We can also design the logic. So for example, if you want to go to the specific step, and you can choose go to specific step. Use memory will allow your app to remember what user said. So if you want to have a conversation with user, you can use this use memory tool. All right, so let's give this gather weather function. Okay, and now we're going to our next step. So here we're going to pass the weather information to our second generate step. And this time we're going to generate an image, and we're using the Nano Banana Pro. So here I want to say create an image. Okay, so now we have two steps. So one is create the gather weather information. Another one is generate a weather image. So let's call it generate image. Okay, so now we have our second step. And now we can add our output. So you can manually design the output. You can create a web page that with auto layout. If you create texts, you can save that one to a Google Doc. If you create slides, you can save that one to the Google Slides. If you create numbers or data, you can store that one to the Google Sheets. So let's choose the web page, and where I'm going to connect this to this output. So here my prompt is that display the weather information with the information and the image at the location of, here I provide the get location. All right, so now I have a very simple app. So if I go to the last step, that is same, and I can just create a customized icon for my app. Okay, so I will use that. And then if I go to preview, and we can test this app. So let's click start. And now you can see they asking your location or zip code. So I'm going to provide my zip code and I send out that zip code. And if you go to console, you can see that now we pass that location to our second step, which is get weather. So you can see we are calling get weather function. And you can see the output is that weather in Fairfax 22031. And also today, which is February 26, 2026. So that is the first step. And then we pass that information to our second step, which is to generate image. And here we create image that in Fairfax that is showing the weather, that is raining, and also temperature. That's very cool. And finally, we have this web page, so showing the location, the weather, and also this image. Okay, so the console is where you can debug the workflow of your app. And you can see clearly that the input and also the output of specific steps. I go to preview. So here, this is how the app will look like. So Fairfax, Virginia, and we can see that image that's been created. And we have this very nice web page that's showing different informations. So once you are happy, you can go to this app and you can refresh and you can start with a new location, for example, Harrisonburg, Virginia. You can give the app different names. So for example, I will call it display weather app. And here we have the weather in Harrisonburg. So it's also raining. And you can share this app. So you go to share. You can choose the permission. So do you want to share this one with everyone or only you? Or you want to customize the permission to specific people. And once you share that app, and you will be able to publish your app so that everyone will be able to use your app. All right, so that's a very simple app. So let's go back to the one that I demonstrated earlier. Okay, so this app is a little bit complicated. So if I go to the editing mode, so here you can see it has 4 steps for the generation. So for the user input, I simply ask, okay, so please provide a topic in data science. And then I go to this agent mode. So as I said, agent mode is the most powerful feature that right now that will decide which tools they are going to use or which large language models they are going to use. So the prompt is also simple. So you need help design the course slides based on the user topics. So I'll also tell the agent that you need to search online and also find out relevant information based on the course topic, and also create an outline for the slides. And also I want to limit that one to 5 to 8 pages. And I also provided this search web function, and which actually is not necessary because since it's already in agent mode, so the agent will try to use any tools that is available. Once we have this outline, and I'm going to pass that outline to 2 generate steps. So first is that image prompt. So once we have the outline, and I need the second agent to base on this outline and create 2 or 3 image prompts that can be used into this slide. And I pass those prompts to the third agent that just create those images specified in those image prompt. And once I have those images and also those outline of my slides, I go to the fourth agent where I ask agent, okay, so create a Google Slides with this outline, and just make sure that you include those images from this create image step, and also make sure that slides are well designed and also looks professional. And finally, store those created slides to the Google Drive. Okay, So because this will be an app, I also want to display something to the users. So display a summary of the slides from this outline, and also make sure to include those images and from this image creation step, and provide a hyperlink to users' Google Drive. The URL will always be this so that any user who log into this app just click this URL and that will be directed to that Google Drive. I also gave it a name that is slides generator, and also I created this icon that for this app. So let's give it a try. So here I'm going to click start, and here I'm going to try a different topic. So introduce graph rag agent. Now if I go to the console, and we can see because this is a little bit complicated app, so you can see that agent is trying to search information online, and now we hit error. Even we have those errors, and you can see that's the power of this agent. So the agent was trying to check out what is the error and also figure out a different approach to search online. And finally, the agent was still able to generate the outline for these slides. So we're talking about the graph rag agent. So they have those outlines for those 6 slides. And based on those 6 slides, the agent was able to create the prompt for those 3 images. So the first image and the second image and also third image prompt. And the next, so we're able to build those 3 images. So another very nice feature of the agent is that, so if you want to build multiple images, you can just use this agent mode, and agent mode will be able to build multiple images with a single step. If you use a specific like Nano Banana Pro step, and then they may just create 1 image for you. All right, so here you can see in this image mode, we have those very nice 3 images. And now we are on this create slides step. So here the agent is trying to combine the outline and also image and also create a PowerPoint. And now you can see they uploaded this PowerPoint to Google Slides. And we have this slides that is now available. So if you just click this open new tab, so that is new slides. So introduction to graph rag agent. I think the slides is pretty nice. And although you do have the option that to beautify this slide with Nano Banana, you can just insert that one as a new slide. I also just display this web page to your students instead of using the slides. That's how you can use Google Opal to create multiple agents that do the heavy lifting for you. So we went from a simple app to a fully formatted slide deck just by letting this agent work together.